There we go. Now that's recording. Actually going to start in about 5 minutes, so if you could just bear with me just a couple minutes, and we will get started here in just a couple minutes, and I'm going to preview a Magic Zap for you and show you exactly how to use the software, what it is, what it does, and how it actually helps you with your bots. So like I said, if you bear with me just like 5 minutes, I'm going to grab a smoke, and then I'm going to fly through this video to make sure you guys actually understand everything and make sure everybody's aware of the software, how it works, what it does, and how it can be beneficial to you. So if you have any questions, feel free to dump them in either the Facebook Live or the Zoom call chat. Either one, I will go in and answer them at the end of the video, which we have not yet started. So like I said, we will start in just about 5 minutes. I just sent out a broadcast to like 150 people who said that they want to be notified whenever I talk about this particular software. So just give me like 5 minutes and we'll go ahead and start. Like I said, I'm just going to have a little smoke real quick. Gonna have just a little smoke, just give you guys a give a couple more people a little bit of time to actually jump on the live video, because like I said, there was about 140, 150 people that asked me to notify them for this particular video. So we'll start in just about 5 minutes. Don't worry about that. It's gonna be no more than 5 minutes we'll be starting, okay? So I'll probably just end the cigarette a little bit earlier and just go ahead and start a little bit early this time. And then I can have the cigarette on the back side. So let me just double check that this is actually recording. It is recording. So great. Can you make one more? So what's up, guys? It's me, John Vaughn. I'm the founder and CEO of Tier 5. Tier 5 is a software development firm that's been bringing you all these cool software products that help you build cooler bots, help you find clients for your bots. So in this video, I'm going to talk about one specific product, and that specific product is called a Magic Zap. So first off, I'm just going to explain to you what this product is and how this product actually helps you. And then we're just going to dive right in, and I'm going to show you exactly how to actually use this product. So in order to do that, yeah, I think I'm good in order to do that. So let me tell you what this product is. Essentially a Magic Zap. What this product is this product is a software product that essentially allows you to create a feedback loop from any traffic source. We're going to call it, for this video and this demo, we'll call it bot traffic, but it could be from traffic through an SMS. It could be traffic from an email. It could be traffic from, let's say, some type of Facebook lead ad. So it allows you to essentially create a feedback loop from a visitor to your website, where you can track and see what they're actually doing on your website, and you can create some feedback as far as send them out a message based on the fact that they visited your website, or do some lead scoring, which is what a lot of people like to do. A lot of people like to do lead scoring, and one of the, there's a lot of different elements that go into lead scoring, and one of the elements that go into lead scoring is how many times did your user visit your website, and what actual web pages did they visit. Obviously, a lead that looks at your home page and looks at your contact us page, and then goes in and actually looks at your pricing, that is a hotter lead than somebody that hasn't been to your website at all. So essentially that's what Magic Zap does. A Magic Zap allows you to essentially create that feedback loop between a bot visitor, or a traffic coming from an email, or traffic coming from a link that you sent out via SMS, and a website visitor, and be able to track what they do on your website, and be able to send back a message and send back a follow-up once they land on your website. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm just going to log into a test account, log into an account that I have here, and we're going to walk through this. So now, before we actually walk through and I actually do a demo showing you exactly how to actually create this and how to set this up, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show it to you working. All right. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to come over here in Zapier, and I see I have a demo set up for Chat Fuel already. Now, in this video, at the end of this video, once I show you how to set up everything in MagicZap, I'm going to show you how to set this up on your website, and then I'll show you how to set it up, let's say, in ManyChat. But if you're not a ManyChat user and you build your bots on Chat Fuel platform, I've got some tutorials to show you exactly how to set it up on Chat Fuel, and then it will work with your Chat Fuel bot. So, like I said, I am the CEO of Tier 5. We got a lot of messages coming down there, and sometimes they just blow my mind, and I'm like, hey, what's going on there? So I get a little sidetracked sometimes. So, like I said, I'm going to show you exactly how it works. So let's just see a demo real quick, and to see this demo, let me just grab you guys off from over here and move you over here. So let's just see a demo. Here's a demo bot on Chat Fuel. All right. So I'm going to go in and use the keyword MagicZap. All right. So I'm going to show you the different moving components of this real quick. All right. So I type in MagicZap, and it says I've built a lot of different softwares that can help you build better bots. All right. So here's Invoicing You. We did a video earlier showing you this product and how it can help you, but I'm not going to dive into that because that's not what this is about. Here's another product called MagicZap. All right. MagicZap, create a feedback loop with your website visitors, a software that allows you to know when a bot user visited your website. That is what we're talking about right now. Here's another website, Text in Bulk. It's another one of our products that we'll be doing a video about later on today. All right. So now before we get into anything, let me just show you how it works. All right. So essentially what I'm gonna do, I'm in the bot. I get presented with this product. I get presented with this link to a website. So I'm just gonna click that. All right. So I'm gonna click that. I'm gonna check out this website. Like, oh, great, this is a great website. So I'm going to look at some other page. I'm looking at the About Us page. I just looked at the home page. Now I'm looking at the About Us page. I'm going to go look at the FAQ page and see some of the FAQs, okay? Now I want to go back to the About Us page and check that out again. All right, so now I'm done checking out that website. Great, so I just checked out that website. Now, essentially what's going to happen is, depending on your Zapier account, this thing's going to run every 5 minutes, or this thing's going to run every 15 minutes, depending on how much money that you pay Zapier. So Zapier is going to catch all this information and allow you to do with it whatever you want. In my case, what I want to do with it is I want to take the information and I want to send it back to the bot platform, this particular bot platform being Chat Fuel, because I'm doing this in the demo Chat Fuel bot. So now I'm going to run this, and you're going to see exactly what happens. You're going to see messages start to pop in. I see you just visited my website 4 times. So I visited all these different web pages, all right? So I visited invoicingyou.com. I visited Invoicing You About Us. I visited Invoicing You FAQ page, and I visited Invoicing You About Us page again. So you can see I just got notified in the bot about all the different pages that I just visited. Another great thing is we also can infer the user's location without actually asking for their location. So essentially what that means is if you don't want to ask the user, hey, where are you located? What's your location? You can essentially use Subo. You can essentially use MagicZap to infer their location so that you don't have to physically ask for their location. So I'm actually in Kolkata, India, which is where I'm at right now because it's where one of my companies is at. It's where the main development office of Tier 5 is at. So you can see the bot never asked me for my location, but the bot knows my location. It's inferred my location based on my IP address. So not only does the bot know every website that I just visited, it knows that I visited Invoicing You, it knows that I visited the About page, the FAQ page, that I visited the About page twice. It also knows my location. So as soon as I click, now look, I can go to this other website here. Let's say I go to this website. Not sure why Facebook's taking so long to load this one, but this one's essentially the exact same thing. Well, that one's actually not loading right now, so that one's a big problem. That's a big problem because this is like a crazy huge software. All right, so that one loaded up there. He loaded up there. So now I visited that website, as you can see. Same thing here. I'm going to come in, run this guy, and you'll see I should be getting a message. There it is right there. I see you just visited my website, textandbulk.com, and I inferred your location as Kolkata, India. So you can see exactly what's happening in Magic Zap, okay? Magic Zap is capturing the pages that the user visits and also inferring its location, and then allows you to send it back. If you're sending traffic from the bot, you can send that information back to the bot. If you're driving traffic from an email, you can follow up with an email. If you're if you're using text in bulk and you're driving traffic through an SMS that you're sending to people, you can do the exact same thing there. You can send data back to that platform, use it for your lead scoring, and infer those people's locations. So now I'm going to show you how easy it is to use Magic Zap because it's really, really easy. So essentially, I'm going to show you how to use Magic Zap on Chatvago. So Chatvago is a very new product. It's still not even released yet. So we're not going to release it for about 10 days. It's still in development. We're not going to talk about it right now, but we are going to use its website to show you how easy it is to use Magic Zap. All right, so essentially all you need to do is create a new Zap. All right, so we're going to call this Zap. You can call it whatever you want. We're going to call it Chatvago. All right, now we're going to call it Chatvago. Now, essentially, you could be done right here. If you want to be done right here, you can be done right here. Now, if you end right here, then essentially every single website visit that you get, you will get notified in Zapier that you've got a new website visit. Thank you so much. Now, I don't want to do that. I don't want to get notified for every single website visit. I only want to get notified for website visits if I have the user's Facebook ID. It's called a page scoped ID. So if that page scoped ID comes through the URL, that's the only time I want Zapier to notify me that I got a website visit, because only if I have a page scoped user ID can I send a message back to the Facebook user. All right, so I'm going to add in a parameter here, and this is going to be called the MID. Stands for Messenger ID. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it foo. You can call it bar. This is essentially just going to be the URL parameter that we're going to listen to. So I'm going to send somebody to the website just like this. All right, and only if this MID exists will this data get sent to Zapier. All right, so I'm going to select that. Now I can select if it's equal to a certain thing, because then I can only fire this if it equals a certain thing. I can set it to not equal, so that, for example, I know my own Facebook Messenger ID. I can say, hey, I want you to fire every time you find a Messenger ID, unless it's the one that belongs to John Vaughn. And this is, I'm just going to check that this exists and make it a mandatory field. So now what will happen is this Zap will only fire, it will only send data to Zapier if it finds this MID field and the URL parameter. All right, now I can add more parameters if I want to. And at the end of this video, I'm going to talk about our roadmap and the future updates that are coming to this platform that I think is going to make it even more powerful for you guys. But now essentially I'm done. All right, so now I'm done. So now essentially what happens is I get a little script right here. Okay, that was just copied to my clipboard. I just get this little script right here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right over here, not over here. Now, you guys would ask your web developer to do this. If you guys are using ClickFunnels, if you guys were using ClickFunnels, I'll show you a ClickFunnels site that has the script installed so you can see how to do it in ClickFunnels. I'm not using ClickFunnels or anything like that. I'm just literally essentially using raw code because I'm like a code monkey. So I'm just going to go put the raw code into the website because, like I said, I'm kind of like a little code monkey. So if you guys don't know how to do this, this is something your developer would do, or you guys would be using something like ClickFunnels. All right. If you're using something like ClickFunnels, so I've got the same thing installed on, let's see, my bots. Where is that guy? Bots right here. All right. So essentially you guys, let's say you're using ClickFunnels, then you guys could just go to your settings and inside your settings, you have a head tracking code, you could just drop that little script right inside that head tracking code and be done with it, okay? Just like that. You just drop your script in there and you're done. Actually, you guys want to drop it into your body code is where you want to drop it. You want to drop it into the body code. Just like that, you guys are done with it, all right? For me, not so much. I need to come over here and I'm just going to add this script to the site. All right, so I'm just gonna come down here. I'm gonna find my body tag. Here's my body tag right here. So I'm just gonna paste that script in. See, just like that, simple and easy. Just pasted that script in. You guys don't understand what I'm doing. It could be because you're not coders, and you most likely won't have to do this. If you're using any type of platform to build your pages, if you're using ClickFunnels, if you're using Builderall, if you're using WordPress, they all give you very easy ways to add scripts, either in your header or in your footer, okay? That's how you get, that's the same way that you get these little, that's the same way that you get these little mini chat. The same way that you add your script in order to get these little mini chat widgets, to get these little mini chat widgets on your page, you have to go in and actually add some script. In order to get this, you have to add some script. The same process that you use to get that script on your website is the same process you're gonna follow to get our script on your website, all right? So now essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go check this site and I'm gonna make sure that that script was actually installed. And that script wasn't actually installed because I forgot something. So I forgot something. So let me just add that thing that I forgot. All right, so there's that thing I forgot to add. So now that should be fine. And that thing is fine, so let's reload that. Let me just check the page source just to verify. And yes, that script's been added right then and there. All right, so that part's done. All right, so now we need to create two different things real quick. All right, the first thing that I need to do is I need to create a little catcher in Zapier. So I'm gonna create my catcher, and this is gonna be called Chatvago website visit. All right, so I'm gonna choose an app, and this app, as you can assume, is going to be called Magic App. All right, so it's going to trigger on a new Zap, and I need to go in and actually select that account, this account. So how do you authenticate this account? Well, that's a very easy thing to do in Magic Zap. All you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your profile, you're gonna go to your Zapier token, you're gonna copy this Zapier token, and then you're gonna click Connect Account, and you're just gonna paste that little guy in just like that, and then you're done. Now your account's connected. Simple, easy, right? So now you're just gonna save and continue, and you'll notice that here in Zapier, you'll have a list of all the different Zaps that you've created over here. So if you look over here and go back to home, you see here's my different Zaps, bot, some name, invoicing you, Chatvago. If you look over here, you get the same guys. So I'm just gonna pick the Chatvago one because this is the website that I wanna actually listen to. All right, so now I'm just going to fetch and continue. Now before I fetch and continue, I need to give a little bit of information here. So I'm just going to force this to populate. MID equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm gonna load that guy up. All right, so now I'm gonna fetch and continue, and I can see the test was successful, and I can see there's my MID, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here's this information right here. Here's the IP address of the person. Here's the website that this actually fired on. All right, so now I'm just gonna continue, and I'm gonna go down to mini chat, and I'm gonna send a text message to a user. Now, I can send a text message to a user. If I wanted to, I could set a subscriber custom field and increase a variable for lead scoring. I could increase a variable called, let's say, website visits. And then every time they visit my website, I could just increase that variable by 1 so that I have a total count of how many websites that they visited. If I wanted to, I could use a Zapier storage item, and I could use a list, a Zapier list, and every time they visit a website, I could pop a value onto that list that tells me the URL that they just visited. Then I could just easily get that value, and I could see a list of every website visit that they've made. All right, very simply, I could do that. So I'm just going to go in and connect my mini chat bot here. I'm going to hit save and continue. The user ID, well, this user ID, guess what, is going to be a custom value, and this is going to be the MID coming from Magic's app is going to send me that. Hey, I see you just visited my website, and then I'm going to put in the website location. Is there anything I can do to help you? All right, I'm going to continue. I'm not going to test this out. I'm going to skip that test. I'm going to finish this guy, and I'm going to put this guy in Magic app test. And this is a Chatvago website visit. So I'm going to turn him on. All right, so I'm going to go see him in my dashboard. He's right there. Now, the other thing that I need to do is I need to come right here to mini chat. All right, and I need to come in here and create a new flow. And this is going to be in live demos. And this is going to be called Chatvago Magic Zap Demo. And this is going to be easy. Come check out my cool website. And I'll know as soon as you visit it. All right. So this is going to go to a website. All right. This is going to essentially go to this website right here, chatvago.com. Now, I can see that there is a required field called MID. So I'm going to send the user to chatvago.com, question mark. This is the question mark. If you're not a programmer, the question mark just allows us to embed URL variables inside the URL. It just allows us to send additional data through the URL itself. All right. So now I'm going to come back over here to my bot platform. This is going to be called Visit Website. All right, and then the website that I'm going to open is going to be that website, and then I'm going to put in the guy's user ID, just like that. Done. All right, and then I'm going to come over here to automation. I'm going to come to keywords, and I'm going to come down here to my test keyword, and I'm going to replace this guy. I actually need to replace this guy. He says try again later. So does he let me replace him? Yeah, replace with Chatvago Magic Zap. All right, so that guy should be done. So I'm going to end that guy. I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to find, I showed you how it's working with ChatFuel, very similar. I know a lot of you guys use MiniChat and not ChatFuel, so in this demo I decided just to show you how to set it up for MiniChat instead of ChatFuel, because most people in my bot training class are using, most people are actually using MiniChat and not ChatFuel. So I'm just going to put in the test keyword. Now you can see that it's going to say, hey, visit website. So I'm just going to click that. I'm going to visit the website. You can see that it's embedded that URL there. So now if I go to Zapier and I run this guy will run automatically every 5 minutes, but for the purpose of the demo, I'm going to run it myself. And now if you see, I'm going to get a message right there. Bam. I see you just visited my website, chatvago.com. Is there anything I can do to help you? So now hopefully you understood what this software does, how it works, how to use it, and how it's useful to you. Very useful to you. So if you're not driving bot traffic, you can do the same thing if you're using my other software, Text in Bulk, or any SMS software that allows you to use keywords inside the message. If you're using MailChimp and you're sending visitors to your website through a link that in your email that you're blasting out through MailChimp, they're also going to allow you to put in, you know, little keywords where you can reference the guy's you can reference the guy's email. So you can send everybody to a link in your website and embed their email address inside their website so that as soon as they click the link and visit it, they can get fired that tomorrow they're going to get an email that thanks them for visiting, or does a soft sale, or just does nothing more than go out to your CRM and increases a variable in which you're using for your lead score. Okay, so I showed you Magic Zap. I explained it to you. I showed you or told you how it works. I showed you it actually working, gave you a demo. I showed you exactly how to create a new Magic Zap, how to set it up, and how to integrate with your mini chat bot. So to tell you a little bit about the roadmap, and then if you have any questions whatsoever, you can just put them in the Facebook Live comments, or you can put them right here on Zoom comments to give you a little bit of insight about the roadmap that we have coming up. So roadmap coming up, obviously, if you were to actually go to, if you were to go to Magic Zap, you wouldn't see any actual content. All you'd see is a register and login page. So we're gonna add like a home page that tells you what it's for and shows this video and makes people understand what this software is and why you wanna actually use it. So outside of that, we've got two really key features that are really going to help you out. One is populate fields from a URL parameter. All right, so what this feature, and this feature is going to be rolled out sometime late next week, what this feature will allow you to do is create a completely customized web page that you can show somebody. So for example, when I sent this guy to Chatvago right here, when I sent this guy to Chatvago, well, I know this guy's name, I know his last name, I know several other pieces of information about this guy because he's my bot subscriber. So what this new feature is going to allow you to do is, for example, you could wrap this guy around a little HTML span tag, and you could give him an ID of name, all right? So now you could have a website that says, hello, friend, thanks for visiting my website. Well, what you could do is you could essentially go in and you could add a URL parameter here called and you could put name equals John, all right? So now essentially what you could do is whenever you sent somebody to this URL, you could rewrite that hello friend to say, hello John, thanks for visiting my website. And then you can actually dynamically change the content of your website to fit the user that you're actually, to fit the user that you're sending to that website. So now it's going to allow you to create a lot more personalized experience to the traffic coming to your website. You can go in and you'll be able in Magic Zap to configure any field on your website that you want to actually update the content on through a URL parameter. So you could have a little thing that says, happy day, right? And you could wrap that day around an ID that is, let's say, day. And I could essentially then go in and send somebody this, day equals Friday. And then now they'll get a message, hey, John, happy Friday. And if they come back tomorrow, hey, John, happy Saturday. You can completely customize the experience that they have on your website with that new feature. The other new feature is we're going to allow you to actually cookie the sites. So essentially what you'll be able to do is once somebody goes to that link, you'll be able to embed a cookie with whatever data that you sent to that link, so that if they come back the next time, let's say this guy comes back the next time and he doesn't go through my link, he just goes straight to Chatvago, you can also get that information and know that he visited that website because you've already cookied the site. So that's pretty much everything that I had to tell you about Magic Zap, what it is, how it works, why you want to use it, how easy it is to use, and a couple of the actual new features that are coming up. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask those, and I can answer those for you. If you don't have any questions, then I can take a break and come back in a little bit and talk to you about another one of the softwares, because that's kind of what's on my list to do today, is create videos like this that show you what these softwares are, how to use them. Because Tier 5 is a software firm, and we don't actually do marketing. We don't actually do content. All we do is engineering. So it's just, we really haven't built this stuff, and my business coaches and life coaches keep telling me, John, you got to do this. John, you got to do this. So today I'm actually doing it. So if you have any questions, I'm going to give you a couple seconds just to let me know if you have any questions. If you don't have any questions, then I'm going to assume that you have no questions, and I'm going to buzz off and come back in a little bit and do the next video about the next software. I don't think anybody has any questions at all. It looks like you guys are relatively questionless. Yeah, that's coming soon, Colin. Don't worry about that. Colin says, thanks for the demo, John. Well done. Looking forward to the URL params and personalization features. That is coming very soon. I know that's something that could really help you out. Just imagine if you can send users to your website and what I failed to mention is you will also be able, let's say on your website, you have forms on your website, you'll be able to pre-populate those forms with their data. So if you've got a form on your website and you're asking somebody for their name, their phone number, and their email, and you're already holding that information, you'll be able to send them to your website and pre-populate all that form data so that now all they have to do is click a button instead of give you the information that you already have. So that's coming with that update. You'll be able to, like I said, either pre-populate form data on your website, or you'll be able to completely change the content of your website based on what data that you send whenever you send somebody to the website. That will allow you to create a much better user experience for your website visitors. It will allow you to create a much more personalized visit. I mean, they'll come to your website, they'll see their name, they'll see their name. You could even go, I mean, I can create so many tutorial videos, but the way that we're making it, you'll be able to do all sorts of stuff. You'll be able to recommend particular products to them. Hey, I recommend you purchase this product based on information that you have already about them, all right? That will be a little bit more advanced, but it will still be totally achievable. It just assumes that you have enough conditional logic to understand what product you would recommend to that person versus another person, and then we can just go ahead and rewrite that information. So I don't think you guys have any other questions. If you do have any other questions, you can feel free to just message me, or if you're watching this video sometime down in the road and you're watching it on magiczap.com on the actual homepage that we finally decided to build, because like I said, as an engineering firm, we don't get our rocks off on marketing. We don't get our rocks off on design. We really don't even get our rocks off on selling software. We really just get our rocks off on building shit. And I'm not supposed to say, I wasn't supposed to cuss. So I will try to go in and edit that out because my life coach told me not to cuss. So what really excites us is building stuff. So if you're watching this video on the actual web page, you should see right down there somewhere, like a little messenger button. You can just click that button and ask us any questions that you want right through our chat bot, and it will take care of everything. So I'm going to leave now, and I'll send you guys out a message sometime soon about the next software and how to use that and why you want that. So see you guys later.